are there any other ways you will do this, and how will you be tracking whether GPs and other healthcare professionals know about what's going on?
So probably a few different things here. So there are things we can do, such as with the pharmacy bags. You know, how many people have seen them, how many bags are still left over with the pharmacy, things like that. So we know that's, you know, quite a key area for us filling out how are they being used. In terms of GPs, we're doing a number of email bulletins out to the GPs. We're also attending meetings with them. We've got a number of meetings coming up with the GP networks to actually have, again, that face-to-face meeting to kind of say, what kind of questions are you being asked? Do you understand the clinical pathways? Have you seen this information? Is the information up in the surgeries? We will do a number of things, as we did during consultation, where we will do, whether it's random spot checks to go into like libraries and town halls, and we'll ring up and we'll follow up and make sure that people have got that information. But the evaluation is a key thing for us, because actually there are so many people who are not captured by going to a community group or going to those public buildings, that we need to know that sort of general public person who doesn't fall into any of the sort of the niche categories actually knows the information as well. So I think it's very much about all these different things together, and actually the anecdotal evidence is very important as well. So if you know, whether it's someone saying to us, well actually I haven't seen anything yet, that's just as important for us to try and track where have they been, why haven't they seen it, is there a group that we've managed to all somehow miss an obvious channel. So there'll be an awful lot of work, and it'll be continuous. It won't just be, right, we'll do the evaluation, that's it. It will be continuous learning.
Just to note on that point, the first part of your answer talks about the platforms that you're going to use, but not actually how you're going to track who knows and who doesn't know. And I would have thought you would be able to make sure that every single healthcare professional was provided this information and be able to track that.
And we can certainly track that they've received it. So, for example, you know, we can, when we're sending out all the information, we can guarantee through our distributors, right, we know that every GP surgery has signed for information, and we know that every community group has received this information, and, you know, leaflets and posters. But that's very different to making sure that they've actually been put up. There's, you know, there's so many other things that get sent through, and so many things people have got to think about. So there has to be that slightly more, I don't want to say informal, but there's got to be that other way of just checking that we know it's physically arrived. That's great. We can give you the figures and say 100% of things arrived. But what we want to say is actually it's not just arrived, but it's up and it's making an impact, and people are seeing it. So we do have a list in progress. We don't have all that in place yet, because what we're trying to do at the moment is make sure that all the information is out there and ready and going out. And then we've still got a few weeks where we're sort of starting to make sure that all that, we're evaluating that and making sure that we're speaking to all the relevant groups.